Well, we come down to the sea terminal. We have a demonstration of an electric bus that's been brought over especially for this. It looks just like the normal ones, Mr. Thomas.
It does, doesn't it?
But obviously, electricity is the way it's going to go. But I mean, it's not an easy ride to sell this, is it, at the minute? Because we're not producing our own electricity, are we? No, not green electricity anyway.
Well, yeah, it's that from that level, but you're right. It's more green if the electricity is generated alternatively rather than from fossil fuels. But we're in very early stages. Electric buses are not necessarily the only way to go. There would be the possibility of a hydrogen bus. And what we're doing in the Isle of Man is we've worked with the manufacturer to come and trial a real prototype demonstrator on real Isle of Man roads with real Isle of Man people simulated with sandbags in the back of the vehicle. And we've been gathering data from telematics about how everything's worked around the TT course and the other important Isle of Man roads, and perhaps even the bus will come back later in the year and we'll put it into service with people on it, and we've just basically it's part of gathering data as part of the overall review of the excellent public transport system we have on the island.
Okay, you said that. What's the cost like on this one though compared with the old diesel?
Oh, we haven't got all of the details.
Yeah, but running costs must know those, surely.
We're not completely, because
really?
how long would a battery last? How the telematics is giving you all of that sort of information. So we're working with the manufacturers to begin gathering all of that sort of data. So we don't know exactly what the operating costs will be. That's why it's part of the review, and we've been very pleased to participate with the manufacturers here.
Sure. And this won't be going in service lots here. No actual passengers will be actually using it.
So we hope to work with the manufacturers to come back later in the year and put it into regular service. So we have some more people. This time, I'm so impressed with how much interest there has been shown by the media, and it's turned a few eyes when it's been driving around. So it's all part of the overall review that we've got going of our excellent public transport system. We're looking at fares. We've had a £2 fare cap over the winter. We're also looking at how we transport patients, how we work with the schools. All of those things are under review. The routes, the overall fare basis, bus stops even, and all of that's part of it. And why wouldn't we be looking at the technology at the same time? Back in September I went to the Labour Party conference and I sat in a hydrogen bus, because there's a lot of hydrogen because of all the industrial activity in the northwest of England, and Liverpool, where the Labour Party conference was, is one of the test prototype places potentially for hydrogen buses. So there are alternatives, and aren't you glad, like I am, that we've been able to participate in this review?
Well, you've got to update everything, haven't you, to deal with these, because you haven't got the infrastructure to plug these things in, have you?
Exactly.
That's what everyone's been talking about anyway.
Exactly, you're right. Huge users of electricity, perhaps even one of the largest users of electricity on the island in the future. So we'd have to have bigger wires and bigger capacity and so on. So that's why we're pleased to participate in the review earlier.
Okay. Well, bizarrely, looking back at my old stuff, it's 10 years ago, almost to the day, that the bendy buses were being trialled over here. That didn't work out. That wasn't a very big success. Do you think this is the future, though?
As I say, in Liverpool they're taking the opposite view, because when you've got heavy vehicles like lorries and buses, and even on the sea with boats, it's quite hard to generate all the power you need for those heavier vehicles. So I think the consensus is that electric's got more, perhaps got even more of a future in terms of smaller vehicles. So let's see, we're at an early stage.
Right, well, crystal ball, finally, what year will be the switch over from the traditional diesel to an electric or hydrogen or something?
People tell me, the professionals tell me, that in 5 years' time there won't be classic diesel vehicles being sold for public transport. So we need to be part of that future. We need to be reviewing things now, and that's what we've done. And fair play to Bus Vannin management staff for actually inviting the manufacturer over here to allow the Isle of Man to participate in the review.